Hi, my name's David and I'm a Wargamer, and my sponsor is Mr. Super Chippy 74, it's Owen, and this is my response to the I am a Wargamer chain video that's going around at the moment. Quite intrigued by this. I think it's kind of reintroducing a lot of the Wargamer community to each other, and unlike those Facebook ones, there's no veiled threat of having your family kidnapped, your house burnt down, or you dying of a horrible wasting disease if you don't carry on the chain. And there was a lot of discussion on the community about that the community was quite quiet over the summer, and I think it's kind of reinvigorated that as well. So I'm quite happy to carry on and give my answers for this. So I've written them down, so memory's terrible. So what inspired me to do a YouTube channel? Well, brief history of how I got here. I'm kind of in the same kind of boat as Paul Alba and Mr. Super Chippy, as that I've wargamed on and off throughout my life, and then there's been a big gap as life was too busy and whatnot, but now at the stage of my life I'm in my 40s, and the theory is I've got more disposable income and more free time, in theory. Doesn't always work out like that. So I wanted to get myself back into it, so I did. And now in the digital age, to find out things, you use your internet. So I did a lot on blogs, people's blogs, internet searches to find out pictures and colours and schemes and where to find things. Techniques for painting. I went to YouTube, learnt a lot from Toby at Art Master Studio, who sadly I don't think he does his YouTube channel much anymore. Apathetic Fish, learnt a lot of techniques from him, some of the colour palettes from him. Dr. Faust, learnt a few things from him. Some of the basing techniques, in fact Mr. Von Ketteringham, I watched one of his basing techniques from him. And then following some of these blogs, and then people like Paul Alba, he started doing a YouTube channel, and I thought, why not? I thought, well, if I put it out there in a very public forum, it would make me get on and do things, rather than just procrastinate and hoard lots of figures in a drawer somewhere. I thought, if I say it, I'm going to do it, then it's out there for the world to see that I need to do it, so it'll make me do it. Hasn't quite worked as much as I thought it would, but you know, I think I've painted and completed a lot more than I would have done if I hadn't, I think. And it's quite fun. It's almost like a video diary. So that's why I started doing a YouTube channel. Now the next two questions is, where do you want your channel to go and where can you see it in 5 years' time? To me that just seems like the same question worded differently, and I think a lot of people have just answered it the same as well. So I'm not sure what Wargamer Viking was wanting the answers for those, but I'm going to answer them a little bit differently. So I'm going to do, where do I want to be as where do I want to go as a Wargamer, and where do I want my channel to go in 5 years? I'll answer those two differently. So, as a Wargamer, I would like to have a bigger, a more completed collection of my own figures, painted and based, so I can game with my own figures. And I'd like to be knowledgeable in a couple of systems and proficient in another couple of systems. And gaming on a more regular basis, rather than just watching YouTube channels about it and reading the books. Just get on and actually put figures on the table and have a game. Where to see my channel in 5 years? I think what I'd like to do, I don't think it's going to get any more flashier than it is now. I'm not going to go and get studio grade lighting and sound equipment and several grand's worth of software, editing software. I think what I'd like to do, once I've got all my games and models and I'm up to speed on the rules, I think I'd like to do some game reports, battle reports. There's a good few of them out there, but I think there's the scope for some more historical type game reports out there. So I hope to be putting some of those up. So that's really it, really. Advice for new YouTubers. A lot of people have said just do it. That's very good advice, that you're not going to lose anything doing that. It's a very supportive, very welcoming community. Advice, I think, if you're going to show your figures and models, then I think we need to be able to see it and be able to hear you talk about it. So, you know, make sure you've got good sound and good video. I use Movie Maker. A lot of people use the YouTube editing software. I think iPhone have got their software on there as well. A lot of people use their phones. I mean, if you're watching this, you're probably 90% there anyway. A lot of people have said about the thumbs up, thumbs down. I'm a bit ambivalent about the thumbs up, thumbs down. You've got to be aware that you're going to put something out on a very global public forum, so, and the members of the public, as you probably know, are a bit fickle, so you might get some idiots out there. Personally, thumbs up, thumbs down. If I'm watching something that deserves a thumbs up, I'll just stop watching it, remove it from whatever kind of notifications. Thumbs up for, I'm a bit slack on the thumbs up. Yeah, so anyone that's put a decent amount, because it does take a bit of effort. Just a 5-6 minute video, it'll take you about an hour or so to get yourself downloaded and uploaded and tweaked. But you know, you don't have to do 15 minutes of talking. Paul Albert's got a very good following, and his average one's about 2 minutes. So you don't have to go all out. And it's not a competition. It's not about who can get the most subscriptions, who can get the most thumbs up. Do it for your own. You've got to decide what you want out of it as well, not what the community expects from you, because we don't. We just want you to be part of the community and joining in. So yeah, don't get yourself under pressure about being popular. It's not about that. I mean, I was away for the summer, had lots on, family stuff and holidays, came back, 4 people had dropped off my subscriptions because I hadn't done anything for a few months. I didn't cry myself to sleep about it, just gonna carry on anyway. How would I suggest to improve the YouTube community? I have no brilliant revolutionary ideas. It would be nice if the community could interact a lot more with each other in a social way rather than individuals on camera. There is a danger of people branching off into little cliques. So yeah, I don't know how to do that. I mean, there's a lot of the hangouts out there. Tabletop Commanders have a very popular one. Miniature Modelling Mayhem. I might have got all those M's in the wrong way around, but they do another one that does quite regularly, pretty much every night they'll do hangouts. Look them up on Facebook. Yeah, Facebook's a very good tool as well. I don't know how you could do it, but it'd be nice if we could interact more with each other. I don't have any ideas about that, I'm not that savvy. Who am I going to volunteer? If anyone's still interested in watching these videos, then I think I would like James McMillan, who's James McCragg's, or the guy that runs Miniature Modelling Mayhem. He's just had his wedding, so I doubt he's watching this at the moment, but if he does, it'd be nice to see where he thinks his channel's going to go in the next few years and what he'd like to get out of it. He might have some more ideas about getting the community to get together and interact with each other a little bit more. Another channel I'd like to see an answer from is Awesome Wargaming, awesome without the E. A couple of young lads, haven't done anything for a few months. I'm hoping they're just having a bit of a break. You know, Wargamers don't just disappear, they just hibernate for a bit, so I'm hoping they'll come back. They're don't know how old they were, but they were young lads, very enthusiastic, and it would be good to see them again. And third one is Durban down in Australia. He's done a lot on the para troops, did some British paras and lots of other stuff. He's also doing some DIY 3D printing and MDF buildings. It'd be nice to hear from him as well. So thanks for that, and catch you all later.